Hey guys, so it's been a day, but I'm coming on and I'm making a video just like I said I was going to. I posted something yesterday saying I needed accountability, um, so that I would do regular posting and get my regular exercising in, which I hate. I hate to do it. So here I am making a video. I didn't start exercising today. I had a doctor's appointment, and it's about 45 minutes to an hour away from my house. So I had to handle that. And I just don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. I thought it was just allergies last week, but it's lasted over a week now, and I'm beginning to think it's something else. So, yeah. My appointment today was with my breast specialist, and overall it went pretty well. But let me just say, I hate cancer. I just hate it, and I'm tired of it. And I know everybody else that has it or has somebody that they love has it, that you're just tired and you hate it as much as I do. So I have lost 2 aunts to cancer, and I've gotten breast cancer, and my cousin got cancer all within the past 2 years. I don't understand what's going on. And my poor cousin, I'm extremely close with him, grew up with him. We're just a couple years apart, and we're extremely close. And he has been going through it. He got diagnosed, I think it was about a year before I did. And I forget the name of his cancer, but he has a tumor, and it was wrapped around his femoral artery. And it was very, very aggressive. So he ended up having to have the Red Devil chemo. It made him extremely sick, extremely frail, as it does pretty much everybody. He had that, and then he had a major surgery to remove the tumor. And because of where it was, there was all kinds of risks. They may have to remove a kidney. He may have to have a colostomy. He may lose his leg. And of course, he didn't want any of that to happen, and thank God it didn't. But he just found out not too long ago that the cancer was back. He was having terrible hip pain, and he went in for testing and MRIs and all that, and they said he had a fractured hip. So major surgery, they had to go in and fix the hip, and got that done, and they told him that the cancer was back. I don't know if it's back or if it's just still there. I don't think they got it all the first time, honestly, because it's in the same exact spot. So anyway, it's back. It's very aggressive. So they started chemo again. And they started chemo. He had that surgery on his hip, and then they did radiation. So they started the radiation, and that made him terribly ill, but he did finish it. And then he started having all kinds of stomach issues, bad stomach issues. So they found out that he had to go to the emergency room. They found out that there was a tear in his bowel on the side where they did the radiation. So they had to do another surgery, and they had to repair that, and they sent him home. And about 2 weeks after that, his wife came home and found him just sitting on the side of the bed in terrible pain, and said he couldn't move. It hurt so bad, so she called an ambulance to come get him. Went to the ER, and found out that there was a tear in his intestine on the opposite side this time, and contents were leaking into his abdominal cavity. So he had to have an emergency surgery. It lasted 8 hours. And now he's in the hospital, and he's been there for over a week now, I guess a week and a half, and still having all kinds of issues. And I just hate it. I just hate it for him. I know he's tired. His body's tired. He's worn out. But he's not ready to go anywhere yet. Thank goodness. And thank goodness he's a fighter. But cancer sucks. And then I went to the doctor today, and it was just for a little checkup with my breast surgeon. And she said everything looked great. See you in 6 months. And she walked out of the room, and I got dressed, and she came back, knocked on the door, and she said, I see on your chart that you had an uptake area on your bone scan. And I said, yeah. And she asked me where, and I told her it was my ribs. And she said, well, that wasn't in the area of where they did the radiation. It was down lower. And so, you know, I think I told you in a previous video that we thought it was probably just some sort of stress fracture. And for some reason, she don't think so. Maybe she just wants to be, you know, 100% sure. But she said that she asked me what my other doctor, Dr. G, was going to do about it. And I said, well, he wanted me to have an MRI, but I can't because I still have expanders in, and my exchange surgery isn't until the end of June. So I guess we're going to do an MRI, you know, in July or something. And she wasn't happy with that answer. She wants me to have a PET scan. So she was going to contact my medical oncologist, who I have a checkup with on Thursday. So I guess I'm going to be getting a PET scan. I hadn't had one of those yet before. So yeah, I guess that's, you know, it is better to be safe than sorry. And those thoughts have been playing in my mind. But I've got myself convinced that it's nothing. And I truly believe it's nothing. So I hadn't really been worrying about it too much. But yeah, now I get to go for another scan, and we all know how scan-anxiety is. But that's okay. We'll do it, and we'll get through it, and they're going to tell me everything's fine, and that'll be that. But anyway, yeah, I still have a lot to talk to you guys about. I want to tell you about our vacation that me and my daughter took. We went over to the UK, and we went to Paris, and it was wonderful and great and exhausting. But I want to tell you all about that. And of course, I still got to tell you how I got to this point. So I need to tell you about my second surgery, which was my double mastectomy, and tell you how I got through that. And then we need to talk about radiation. I had 25 rounds of radiation, and I want to talk about that. And just tell you guys, you know, what helped me, or what seemed to help me, what may help you. I'm not a doctor, not giving any advice, of course, just sharing my experiences. So yeah, my goal is to post 3 times a week here and over on YouTube. Excuse me, chemo brain, I think, sneaking in. And my goal is to exercise, even though I hate it. So I need you guys to help me with that. Okay? All right. I'm going to go and cook dinner, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.